The following video contains spoilers and many theories for Deltarune Chapters 1 and 2 and Undertale, so if you haven't seen any videos or played the games yourselves, I recommend you do that right away before watching this video. You better like and subscribe right now or Chara will visit you tonight. Hello everybody, good afternoon. It's your boy, Toby Fox here, and I'm sorry for jump scaring you with Chara, but for today's video, I will be attempting to answer and explain a very big and major question about Deltarune. That's right. Today I will try to explain who Kris Dreamer is. You see, Kris here is obviously the main protagonist of Deltarune, and there are many mixed opinions on them. According to Chaos King and their classmates, Kris is the quiet kid. To his neighbor, Rudolph Holiday, Kris is the creepy kid. And last but not least, various Darkners see Kris as a leader, depending on if you take the pacifist route. But this is where we bring fact before the theories. Kris is actually their own being, but their soul is a different story. In both Undertale and Deltarune, the soul is the very essence of one's being. It gives them their will, their passions, all their choices. And that's what makes a vessel a vessel. Also, depending on the vessel's personality, that would also determine the color of their soul. At least that's in Undertale. But Kris, however, has a red soul, similar to how Frisk and Chara do in Undertale. But I'm still sure most of you guys will be still asking and saying,
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置，主演钱德勒、罗斯、福波斯尼。
Okay, I get why you would all keep asking that, but now is the part where we bring the theories in on Kris's identity. Just to add a little more facts, Kris is often confused for Chara just because of the way they look. It is canon that both Kris and Chara love to pull pranks, eat chocolate, and both love their older brother Azrael. Just because they have similar personalities, some say that Kris is actually Chara. But that's not true. The creator of both Undertale and Deltarune, named Toby Fox, also confirmed that Deltarune is not a spin-off of Undertale, yet an alternate reality where the human versus monster war never happened and the same characters appear living a different life. But back to Kris's identity. When we see that he is similar to Chara, but also has the same mechanics that work like Frisk, there is one theory that fits most with this, and that is that the world of Deltarune is just a remade version of Undertale to Chara's liking, using Frisk's soul as the player's influence, which is why you can control a character that looks like Chara, but works the same way as Frisk. Another way to put this theory is that once Chara asks Frisk, you, to give them your soul in exchange to bringing the world back. Once you do, Chara brings the world back as the world of Deltarune, but reborn as Kris, but with Frisk's soul. Which would explain why we're able to control Kris. Another theory is that Kris may be under the control of the player, aka the soul, against their will. Back in Undertale, the Genocide route is an alternative way to play the game by killing every monster possible. And if so, you get a certain amount of XP and your love will increase. And if you progress into it, it will exhaust the kill counter in each area. And with that, you gain more love and XP, which could also be the depiction of Chara's violent ways. It is said that in Undertale, Frisk is actually very merciful and is kind to every monster. But the soul, aka the player, is the one that makes them commit genocide. And this connection to Kris is also proving that maybe in the Snowgrave route in Deltarune Chapter 2 is the player making Kris control Noelle into freezing every darkness possible. Just like the way Frisk kills every monster possible in Undertale. There may be some unlikely proof by the fight against Spamton Neo as a secret boss. Spamton Neo calls Kris a heart on a chain, which could also reference that Kris being controlled by the soul. With this said about Frisk and Kris being controlled by the player or soul against their will, it is possible that Kris may be stronger than Frisk because Kris can actually rebel against the player. And when Kris does this, you can't control them anymore. Long story short, Frisk and Kris are possibly being controlled by the player against their will and is forced to do things they don't want to do, like killing all the monsters in Undertale, or harming or making their childhood friend freeze many darkness in Deltarune. Which would also explain the genocide ending in Undertale, which leads Frisk to being controlled by Chara or the player against their will, but also leading to the Snowgrave route in Deltarune Chapter 2. Also, the wiki saying that Kris could have done that against their will, making Noelle freeze all sorts of darkness. And their classmate Birdly. Another reason I support this theory is because if you go to the hospital at the end of the Snowgrave route in Chapter 2, Noelle says that despite thinking that everything was a dream, it was very realistic. And Kris's voice was unlike any others and claims that it sounded terrifying as she succumbed to all the commands to freezing every darkness. And Birdly along with them. Eso es todo para ahora. I hope you guys liked this video. I actually enjoyed this game a lot, and I thought, why not make a video on the theories of it, on Kris's identity. So, yep, that's where this video is today. If you'd like to see more content like this, me explaining video games, or more content on Deltarune like this, be sure to leave a comment about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this with your friends who definitely like this video. Just like I said, eso es todo para ahora. That's all for today, folks. My name is Toby Fox. Stay awesome and stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys!